Welcome to the Hindu newspaper analysis. Today is September 28th, 2024, and the important takeaways from today's newspaper are: in page number 1, Supreme Court wraps up air quality panel over pollution in capital. So, court accuses Commission of non-compliance with the law, says its actions must translate into action, reduction of pollution. Commission for Air Quality Management says it has taken steps to address stubble burning. So, in this perspective, we have to know what is stubble burning and what are the steps that have been taken by the CAQM. So, now first we'll look on what is CAQM and what are the steps taken by it. The CAQM, it is an autonomous body established under the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, and it is responsible for improving air quality in the national capital region and the surrounding areas also. And it has some major challenges in addressing stubble burning, as we know that in the northern side of India, in the states like Punjab, Haryana, UP, after harvesting, the farmers had a habit of burning the stubble, and because of that, the pollution rate is increasing in Delhi and the national capital region. So, what are the steps taken in this regard? Is first one, the CAQM have promoted alternative technologies like super straw management system, and we have seen that happy seeder machines also. Second point is that it is giving incentives and subsidies to adapt sustainable practices, and also the subsidies are offered for purchasing equipment for the stubble management. And third point is that it is also doing a biodecomposer solution like PUSA, and also it is monitoring and surveillance, and also it is making rules and regulations, and also it is doing strict penalties imposition on the violators. And also the CAQM is doing the awareness program. That's it. Just know what are the mitigation strategies for the stubble burning, what alternatives can we do, and also we can do this as we have seen in the last few episodes about the management of stubble burning, biodecomposers, use of biodecomposers, making into ethanol, methanol, those things, fuel making things also we can look on. Just scroll. In page number, just scroll. Yeah, in page number 3, Bundelkhand gets rupees 23,000 crores in investment proposals. So this Bundelkhand region is important in geography perspective. The why it is in news is it about 23,000 crores. The Madhya Pradesh government received investment proposals which are worth 23,000 crores, and that will generate about 28,000 employment opportunities. The Chief Minister Mohan Yadav claimed it, and so in answer writing also, whenever there is a topic of employment, how we can address the unemployment issues, we can write this point as collaborations with the private companies by fostering good governance things, and those things we can write. And also to that particular place, the steel company, they're gonna establish a 100 megawatt solar plant, and also the steel company also 3,200 crores worth integrated steel plant in Niwari district by some industries they have given. So what is in this perspective, we'll know something about Bundelkhand. So Bundelkhand is a geographic and cultural region which is located in central India, and it geography's distribution is about the southern Uttar Pradesh and northern Madhya Pradesh, and it is historically significant and derives its name from Bundela Rajputs. So in history we'll be learning about, in medieval times we'll learn about the Rajputs. In that, Bundela kings used to be there, and this region is mostly with a hilly terrain, and also semi-arid conditions will be there. And we have known some famous cities are Jhansi and Chhatarpur, and the problem in this region is the frequent drought conditions and agricultural distress. And there is one famous temple like Khajuraho temples, which is UNESCO World Heritage Site, and it is also in Bundelkhand region, which are constructed by the Chandela rulers. And so those are the things. And there is one Bundelkhand package and irrigation projects. There is Ken Betwa linking project, and that's all about Bundelkhand. Just we are looking on it. Just scroll. Next article. In page number 4, Jharkhand sets up panel to probe irregularities in recruitment exam. So Jharkhand want to set up a null for irregularities in recruitment exam. So this is most important because it is asked in the day before yesterday's 2024 GS2 question paper. The question is, just now I'm reading, what are the aims and objects of recently passed and enforced the Public Examination Prevention of Unfair Means Act 2024, whether university or state educational board examination 2 are covered under this act. So this is a 2024 question. So we have to know details about the Prevention of Unfair Means Act 2024, because there is an officer, some Shraddha officer, where she have claimed her IAS position by putting fake documents. So that is there. And there is also the controversies regarding the conduct of the NEET exam in the last year, and the court cases are still going on. And in almost all the states, also the state PSC, there is a controversies always. So this question is very important in that perspective. So this Public Examination Prevention of Unfair Means Act, it is there in 2024, and it was passed by Indian Parliament in February 2024. And the main aim is to curb the cheating and malpractices in public examinations. And it also promotes the fairness and meritocracy. And the primary aims and objectives is under the section. They have mentioned about 15 actions which are unfair means in public examination. For example, leaking question paper or answer keys, bribery, electronic device usage, those things. And also it defined public examination as any examination conducting by a public examination authority. And it is for ensuring examination integrity in various competitive exams and professional certification exams also. And the act states that all offences shall be cognizable, non-bailable, and non-compoundable. So these things are there. And also section 11 of this act addresses organized crimes, imposing punishment ranging from 5 to 10 years. So the punishment is also very stricter, and fine is up to 1 crore rupees. So for this, they want to implement advanced security features such as surveillance cameras, frisking, and digital monitoring. Those things are there. And it will empower the authorities to conduct surprise checks, seize electronic devices, and blacklist service providers who involved in malpractices. So, and the scope of this act is also includes the CBSE university exams, including the UG and PG, and also competitive exams like UPSC and state PSC, and also the professional certification exams such as medicine, law, engineering, those things also there. So now we'll look on the next article. So they have given an article in page number 4. It's about the dreams of working abroad gone soar. Workers back from Cameroon find a ray of hope. So this article is about the people who went for the Cameroon. So Cameroon is a country in the Africa. So Cameroon location is just the south side of Nigeria and north side of Gabon, and also there is it is beside west side of the Central African Republic. So it is, I'm saying it again, it is south side of Nigeria, north side of Gabon, and east side of Central African Republic. And to the east of Central African Republic there lies Sudan and South Sudan, and north side of Sudan there will be Egypt and Libya. So these things are there. And in UPSC perspective, how we have to look on this is about the immigration and immigration policies of the government, and also we can look on the immigration patterns and what are the reasons for the immigration of the India to other countries. So, and India is one of the largest immigrant populations in the world, with millions of people migrating to various countries for what? For employment, education, and other opportunities also. And because of these immigration patterns, there is a sociological influences also, like they are going for economic opportunities, professional things, and family ties. So these sociological dimensions also you can work on it, and it might be useful for Indian society paper 1, because effect of globalization on various strata of people, that thing is there. And what are the top countries with Indian immigration population is first country. Yes, what is the country? Yes, the first country on the top of the list is United States, and almost 4.8 million people of Indians are. We have diaspora of about 4.8 million people in the United States. Next country, can you think of? It's United Arab Emirates. It's around 3.5 million people are there. Next is Saudi Arabia. After that, Kuwait. And basically in United States, people will go for information technology, engineering, healthcare, and those things. Students will go there. People go to UAE for labor construction activities, and also UAE contributes to energy sector, so they go to there. Saudi Arabia, they'll go for low skilled, semi skilled workers, construction workers. So there is a recent movie also on that immigration to that other country. So it is I couldn't remember. No, yeah, the Goat Life, and you can the Goat Life movie will reflect the atrocities that goes in the Gulf countries. So you may get aware of these things. So those points also are true in nature, and you can write in examination. So the fourth country is Kuwait, and the fifth country is United Kingdom, and then follows Oman, Canada, and Canada, like skilled professional students and family reunification. Most of the Punjab people and the Western Indian people, most of the people goes to Canada, and also Qatar for labor migration, and Australia like skilled professionals and also, and other countries are Southeast countries like Malaysia, Singapore, and also Nepal, New Zealand, Germany. So these are the patterns that people are immigration from India to other countries. And what are the why they are going is for basically for employment opportunities. And what are the problems that they are facing is job insecurity, and there is a global economic slowdown, so there is recession, job losses, and when we see the countries like US, there is a visa issues, H1B1, stricter immigration policies, and also gun culture, attack of the people by the local people, terrorism, and also the lower oil prices. And these lower oil prices contributed to the slowed construction activity, and changing immigration policies by US and UK, and also there are family and social reasons for that, because to take care of their elderly parents, they will come back. And also the quality standards in India with respect to life are also changing, and because we are getting now the growing business opportunities, and India is contributing to many sectors, and also exports and imports, those things are there. And why they are returning to India is because in foreign countries there is high cost of living, and there is always that insecurity, so that is also there. And there is glass ceiling in careers. So, and some people for retirement plans also will come back to the India. So these things are there. Next, just scroll. We'll switch to the other article. uh, in page number 8, there are two editorials for today. One is keep the fire of the self-respect movement going on, and this self-respect movement is about the modern history topic. And so it's all about the Dravidian movement they have given. It's not that much important, but in static perspective you can learn about the self-respect movement, EV Ramaswamy, and Telugu Desam Party, those things. And that's not that much important, I feel. We can do other editorial for today. That is Russia's geopolitical pivot to Asia, a new Indian chapter. So Russia, because Russia and Ukraine, the war is going on, and it is pivoting towards Asia, because with the European countries the relationship is not that much great. And so the Ivan Skridrov, some name is given. So he is not Indian, so he might have been given in others perspective. So let's see what is Russia and India relations, and how the trade relations are going on, and what are the opportunities for Russia, what are the opportunities for India, and overall, like holistically, we will cover what are the dynamics that's going on. So because of the Ukrainian crisis, the Russia it shifted its geopolitical strategies by pushing it to strengthen ties with the traditional partners like India, and also it has fostered relationships with respect to defense and energy. And also there are several challenges also in this bilateral engagement, because India is standing neutral. So in this perspective, why Russia? Why Russia is turning towards India? That is the important thing. We look on that. And why it is looking is sanctions on Russia. So the Western sanctions on Russia, because due to the invasion of Ukraine, have isolated the Russia economically and diplomatically with the Western countries. And also our India offers an alternative market for Russian energy exports, and defense cooperation is there. And for example, S-400, the missile system, and also because strengthening military ties will help both nations, which mitigate Western pressures, and also energy security. And Russia, rich in oil and gas, increased its energy supplies to India. And India is also, now we are using everything, transportation, all those facilities have improved, current, electricity, we are consuming so much of energy. So India have growing energy needs. And there is a for strategic autonomy also. And India values, as we have discussed, non-aligned. But because with both Western nations and Russia, it is doing a balanced equation. For the again, for the strategic interest. So what is the hurdles in the bilateral engagement is, one is we are getting the pressure from the Western side, uh, like US and Europe, and also there are geopolitical things also, and trade and payment challenges, because the sanctions on Russia, it complicated the bilateral trade. I mean, with respect to the financial transaction, logistics, and supply chains, and these things are there. And key challenges in Russia and India trade is, we lack the advanced exports. Means we are exporting just pharmacy, textiles, and agriculture products, conventional products we are exporting to India, and it is important for us to export engineering products also, like machinery and industrial equipment. Uh, and although we are sending the smartphones and all, those companies does not belong to India. So this thing is also there. And there is limited integration in production chains also. And we are also depending on the foreign assembly plants, different, for example, Samsung, Xiaomi, all these countries are not belong to India. So recommendations is, we can promote the localization, bilateral production chains we can increase by defense manufacturing, electronics, machinery, we can collaborate. And those things we can do. And what are the opportunities for India is, one is energy security. If you are, I mean, making, if you make Russia our best friend, then we'll have a significant benefits all out of it, because in that way India can secure favorable energy deals also. And India can invest in a Russian energy sector also, for in particularly in the Arctic, I mean Siberian and Arctic region, so that it can reduce its dependence on Middle East countries. And defense cooperation is obviously there. And counter-terrorism, those things, agriculture and food processing also, India is working a lot. So exporting food products can also leverage India towards, I mean, good relationship will be there. And pharmacy and healthcare facilities also we can focus on. And also we can do this trade diversification, educational exchange, by skill development sector, those things we can do it on. Just scroll, I will switch to the next article. So that is a main summary of this article. uh, so UK backs permanent seats in UNSC for India. So during the speech, the United Nations General Assembly, Mr. Stammer called for reforms to ensure the global lateral system. Now we'll just look on the UNSC. Why, what is UNSC? Who are the members and what's going on there? So, uh, the UNSC means United Nations Security Council. It is established in 1945, and there are five permanent members. That is United States, United Kingdom, France, Russia, and China. And there are 10 non-permanent members. India is also there in that. And countries like India, Brazil, Germany, and Japan have been advocating for permanent membership in order to increase their representation in global governance. So that is there. And we call that five permanent members as P5. We are revising it again. One is United States, US, UK, France, Russia, China. US, UK, FRC, France, Russia, and China. And the functions and powers are to maintain peace and security, for if any conflicts are there, to resolve that conflicts, for adoption of resolution, and also to maintain international law. Those things are there. And some challenges like veto power, those things are there. And India is not a permanent member of UNSC. And there are some news that India became the permanent member of UNSC, something, and there is no clarity on that. And at this moment, today is 30th September 2024, and there is no clarity on that. So we'll switch to the next article. Uh, Page number 12. Long range rockets, futuristic ammunition on army wish list. So Indian army want to extend or establish its ammunition things. And because it takes lessons from the Ukraine war, it is looking at extending the range of Pinaka rockets. It want to diversify its vendor base, and especially for 150 artillery shells, to build resilient supply chains. So it is very important for India to maintain its different defense requirements. In order to, it is very important for strategic importance. Yeah. So now we look on what are the Pinaka rockets and why it is important. So Pinaka is multi-barrel rocket. It's a launcher system, and it is developed by Defense Research and Development Organization of India, and it is designed to enhance the artillery capabilities of the Indian Armed Forces with efficient, long range, and high volume fire support system. And it have begun in 1980s with the aim of creating indigenous artillery system, and it was tested first for the first time in 1995. And the range includes it can strike the targets from 20 to 90 kilometers away, and it has the head capacity. It includes high explosive anti-tank and submunitions also. And you can maybe on YouTube there is a video on Pinaka rockets, how it works and all. If you are interested, you can work on it. And what is the significance is there is a strategic advantage, indigenous production, integration with other systems. Those things are there. And why it is important for India is India's strategic defense capability should increase, and it will also increase operational flexibility with a variety of targets it can put and do. And rapid, quick deployment firing capabilities should also, it guarantees that. And also for it is very important for India to do precision warfare, as the technology is increasing day by day, and there are threats from all sides. There is in northeast also from other countries, from China and from Myanmar. Uh, those arms are coming. So to counter attack those, we need the defense equipment ready. And so those things are there. Why it is important? We'll switch to the next article. So BRICS is significant for multipolarity, global diversity, says the Jaishankar. As we know that there is a United Nations General Assembly going on, and it is 7th, 9th session. So on this occasion, Jaishankar said about the BRICS. So now we'll be knowing what is BRICS and why it is important. Okay. So BRICS means B stands for Brazil, R stands for Russia, I stands for India, C stands for China, and S stands for South Africa. So Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. So this group of emerging economies was formed to enhance cooperation and foster economic growth. So what is the significance of this is it is to counter balance the Western influence. That is first point. What it does is it reforms the global institutions. There is reforms in the International Monetary Fund, World Bank also, and it strengthens the global governance by promoting dialogue among member states. And also it creates there is a one bank called New Development Bank. The aim is to provide funding for infrastructure and sustainable development projects. And also it promotes the regional stability, strategic alliances too. And what is significance for the global diversities? Because cultural exchanges happens, and India and other countries will have the opportunity for economic diversification, innovation and technology sharing will be happened, and there is a voice for the global south also. It has a voice for developing countries. And also these groups, the BRICS will emphasize more on the sustainable development goals also. It prioritizes equality and sustainability in its practices. And also the rise of BRICS nation, it is signifying that there is a shifting in global power dynamics. So those things are there. And there are joint collaborations happening on. So that's all. We'll switch the next article. So yeah, that's all for today. Thank you. Good night.